Hello students, welcome to engineering assignments. In engineering assignments, we are going to study a topic called as graph, which comes under third module of design and analysis of algorithm of KTU syllabus. A graph is a data structure that consists of two components, a finite set of vertices V, also called as node, and finite set of ordered pair of form U, V, which is called as edge, and it's represented by E. Okay, this thing, everything you have already studied in mathematics. Fine. The same thing we are going to study here. So graph is represented G is equal to V comma E. So you know that V is the set of vertices and E is the edge. Okay. So graph can be categorized into two types: undirected graph and directed graph. Undirected graph is a graph with only undirected edge in it. You can see a diagram I've drawn here. The vertex given here, V is equal to A, B, C, D. So this is the set of vertices. And which all edges you have? You have A to C, one edge is there. So A comma C, then B comma C, then B comma D, then C comma D. So these are the set of edges. There is no particular direction given in this figure, and here U comma V is equal to V comma U. Suppose you consider an edge A comma C. So A comma C will be equal to C comma A. But when it comes into directed graph, a graph with only directed edge is said to be a directed graph. So here U comma V is not is equal to V comma U. Okay, you can see that I have drawn a figure over here. There is a path from A to B. Okay, there is a connection from A to B. Then there is a connection from B to C. Then again an arrow mark is coming C to B. Then A to C there is a path. Okay, so set of vertices V is equal to A, B, C, and edge is equal to A to B. Okay, A comma B is the edge, then B comma C is the edge, then C comma B is the edge, then A comma C is the edge. And here A comma C is never equal to, I am taking an example, here A comma C is never equal to C comma A. Okay, so that is a peculiarity of directed graph and undirected graph. There are some applications of graph. Now applications of graph, first one is web page with link. This is called as web crawling. So web page, you are providing links in it. So that is can be done with the help of a graph. Then social networking. So it is used in social networking like Facebook friend searching. It is used in airlines routes. Next, it can be used in network broadcasting. Okay. Then any model is given to you, have to check the model, then you can use a graph. And checking mathematical conditions also, this can be done. And even highway planning can also be done with the help of graph. That can be also included as an application of the graph. So applications of the graph is web page with links, social networking it can be used, airlines routes it can be used, then network broadcasting can be used, then model checking also you can use, then checking any mathematical condition also you can use a graph. Next, we are going to study how to represent a graph. So, representation of a graph can be done using two methods. One is adjacency matrix, second one is adjacency list. So, you can see a diagram over here. Which all are the vertices of this graph? A, B, C, D, E. We have given with 5 vertices. Okay. Now, I am going to represent it with the help of a adjacency matrix. So, here I am having 5 nodes. Okay, 5 vertices or 5 nodes I am having. So, it will be 5 into 5 matrix. So, at one side, that is A, B, C, D, E. Another side, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, here 0 represents there is no edge between two vertices. 1 represents there is an edge between two vertices. Now let us check how they have written this. So from A to A, is there any path or any connection between A and A? No, there is no connection between A and A, or no edge. There is no edge between A and A, so it is taken as 0. Next, is there any edge between A to B? Yes, there is an edge from A to B. A to B, if there is an edge from A to B, then you will take it as 1. And if there is an edge from A to C, then you will represent it as 1. You can see here there is an edge from A to C. So it is represented as 1. Next you will check from A to D. Is there any edge? Let us check from here. A to D, there is an edge. C. Okay, so it is taken as 1. And from A to E, is there any edge? A to E, no edge is there. So it will be represented as 0. So you can fill up all the details in it. Then one more thing is there. From D to D, there is a loop over here. Okay, so let us check what is D to D. See, D to D, there is a edge. So it is taken as 1. Now, I am saying it in words that adjacency matrix is 2D array of size V into V, where V is the number of vertices in the graph. So, metric size will be V into V. So, here 5 vertices are given, then the size of this matrix is 5 into 5. Okay. Let the 2D array be adjacent, where adjacent is the name of the array. Note adjacent ij is equal to 1, which indicates that there is a edge from vertex I to vertex j. Now, adjacency matrix for an undirected graph is always symmetric. Okay, you can see that this is a symmetric one. And adjacency matrix is also used to represent a weighted graph. So I hope you have already studied in mathematics that what is a weighted graph. So weighted graph, there will be a weight or a numeric weight assigned at each edge. So if adjacent ij is equal to w, then there is an edge from vertex I to vertex j with a weight w. Next, we are going to study what is adjacency list. So, I told you two ways of representation of a graph. One is adjacency matrix, another one is adjacency list. Fine. So, adjacency list, an array of linked lists is used to represent adjacency list. So, you can see the same diagram here. I have given a directed graph here. You can see a direction is given from A to B. Direction is given from A to C and all. Okay. The size of array is equal to the number of vertices. So here how many vertices are there? 5 vertices. So what will be the size of this array? The size of the array will be 5. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Now let the array be an array of taken. An entry array of I represents the linked list of vertices adjacent to ith vertex. So in this example, we have entered all the 5 nodes into the array. I have entered A, B, C, D, E. So next entry will be its pointer. For example, from A, we have two outgoing edges, that is B and C. So B and C are joined in the form of linked list. Now what about B? From B you will have a direction or an edge to D as well as E. So B is pointing towards D and it is again pointing towards E. Similarly, you can write for C and D. So here one more thing is there. See, there is no outgoing edge from E. So there is no corresponding linked list for our E. And this representation can also be used to represent a weighted graph. Now, the weight of the edge can be stored in the nodes of a linked list. So each and every weight will be stored in the nodes of each linked list. Next, we are going to study the types of graph. There are basically two types of graph we have already studied in the first slide. Next, we'll study what is directed acyclic graph, DAG. You can see the example, no? From A to B, there is an edge. From B to C, there is an edge. Then from A to D, there is an edge. But there is no edge between D and C. That means there is no cycle in it. So that is directed acyclic graph. Next one is cyclic graph. A directed graph with at least one cycle in it. So you can see an example I've drawn here. A to B there is an edge, B to C there is an edge, C to D there is an edge, and D to A there is an edge. So it starts from vertex A and ends at the vertex A. That means there is a cycle. Now, what is weighted graph? So we were discussing about the weighted graph in the adjacency list and adjacency matrix. So what is weighted graph? The graph in which each edge is given a numerical weight. See here, from A to B, at this edge, the weight is given as 2. From B to C, there is an edge and the weight is given as 5. Next, A to D, the weight given as 10. From B to C, the weight given is 7. From D to C, the weight given is 8. Next, we are going to study the disconnected graph. Okay, a disconnected graph is a graph which is actually an undirected graph that is not connected. With this, shall we do one problem which has come for your university exam? Consider a complete undirected graph with a vertex set 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now there is an entry wij in the matrix W below is the weight of the edge I comma j. Now we have to construct a graph. Okay. So the weights all are given in this matrix. Whenever you get such question, we have to represent it as in the adjacency matrix. Next, you have to start drawing the graph. So first thing what you have to draw is you have to represent the nodes. So this is how you represent or draw nodes in the graph. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Next 0 to 0 there is no edge. So no need of marking. If other than 0 comes means there is an edge also and there is a weight associated with it. So 0 to 1 there is an edge and it is having a weight 1. So 0 to 1 there is a weight 1. Okay. Now 0 to 2 there is an edge also there is a weight associated with it is 8. So 0 to 2 there is a weight associated that is 8. 0 to 3 there is an edge and its weight is 1, and 0 to 4 there is an edge and its weight is 4. So you are representing it as such. Similarly, you can represent the full matrix as such, and this is the answer for your question. So students, I hope the graph is clear for you. Thank you students. Thank you for watching my video.